to another conversation right now, and joining me in studio right now is Washington Ndegea, who is the chairman of BIAC, and he'll be telling us more about this particular association and, of course, the trends we are seeing in the insurance industry. Many thanks for making time, Washington.
Thanks, Avi. Thanks for having me.
Well, looking at insurance, there's been a lot of movement. Many companies have been able to set up, and there's a lot of improvement when it comes to growing the premiums, growing the uptake, but we are still not where we would like to be as a country.
Very, very true, Abi. Because it seems like insurance in Kenya has kind of stagnated. And it is at a constant penetration of around 2.7%. And looking at it in terms of the Africa average, Africa in terms of penetration in Africa, that was a little bit below, because Africa is around 3.3%. And one of the things that we need to do in this country is people are really not taking up insurance as it should be. I think there's a problem of can we call it sensitization of the insuring public? More people need to take up insurance. They need to realize the importance of getting insurance either for themselves or for their businesses, because that's the only way that insurance is going to grow.
All right. And speaking about this, looking at the numbers now, I remember when we were having a conversation, you were sharing with me that premiums have been going up. And what does this signify?
Yes, Abby was telling you, there's a worrying trend where premiums are going up, but commissions are going down. You see, we brokers and insurance agents basically earn from the premiums that the insurance companies get. They give us a commission out of that. So if you had premiums going up and commissions going down, so where are those commissions going to? And now that brings us now to the answer to that. Because, Abi, we have a lot of, most insurance agents, I can say, have a lot of complaints against insurance companies, not actually remitting them, remitting commissions. You know? That can also, you can also now go back to your earlier question. Why is insurance not growing? Because if insurance agents themselves are not selling insurance, so to speak, to the insuring public, because they see it's not a worthwhile venture, because, I mean, if you sell and you cannot get commissions back, that just means whatever you've done, you just say, that's not for me, and let's leave it. So insurance will never, penetration will never be, it will never go up, so to speak. You know?
All right. And you've raised something very pertinent, that commissions have been going down. And what does this mean really for people who run brokerage firms? And eventually, what's the way out of this? Well,
the way out is, Abi, people have to be paid their commissions. And that is what we are doing as an association, agitating for those commissions to be paid. You know? And I guess the main thing why even insurance companies, some, but they're not all of them. Let's not have a blanket condemnation.
Yes.
It is some insurance companies that are actually notorious for that. You know, not paying out the commissions, looking for flimsy excuses not to pay. You know, the only way out is these people have to pay up. If insurance have got, and the regulator has to come in and actually make sure that these things are, the commissions are being paid.
All right.
Because, I mean, you don't have to go to court for your commissions to be paid, you know? It's too much hassle.
All right. Yeah. And lastly, Washington, as an association, I know there's been a lot of heat trying to push this heat towards the companies to pay. And also, there's a convention you'll be hosting this evening. And just give us a snapshot of why now and what will be the agenda, really.
This evening, we are now getting to kind of making sure that insurance companies now scale up. And how do you do that? This evening, we are holding awards, insurance awards, purely from the insurance agent's perspective. Insurance agents are coming in and grading or judging companies under various parameters. Maybe customer champion, it should be best claims, the people who really pay claims. And we find, and let's see which companies actually rate or merit to get these awards, purely from an agent's perspective. Because agents are the ones who nominate, they're the ones who actually judge, but being overseen, they're overseen, the judging process is overseen by an independent overseer.
All right.
Yeah, so this evening, we'll be having that ceremony, and it will be interesting to see who scoops the awards.
All right.
Yes. So,
We wish all the participants the very best.
yeah, that's the only thing we can do, man.
Thank you.
And welcome for the awards, by the way.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Okay.
That is Washington De Geer, the chairman of BIAC, just walking us through some of the insurance trends we've been witnessing in the country. And of course, he has put out a plea to companies to pay commissions, for insurance companies, for brokers actually to continue with their respective businesses.